Hola y bienvenidos to the Plaza Garibaldi. Today is the festival of Saint Cecilia, the saint of music, and so all the mariachis from all over the world come together here to this mariachi plaza, the Plaza Garibaldi, to play music and celebrate this saint.
What is up, madventurers? We're MADison and iVEN, and today's madventure is full of some of Mexico's most exciting traditions. These traditions are so important to the history and culture of the country that they're actually recognized by UNESCO. And those traditions are Tequila y Mariachi. The Plaza Garibaldi is known globally as Mexico City's home of mariachi music, but it's also home to the Museum of Tequila and Mezcal. So we will be exploring both of those today on Mariachi's biggest day of the year, the Festival of Santa Cecilia. On November 22nd every year, the Festival of Saint Cecilia is celebrated with a tribute concert in Mariachi Plaza, complete with food, drink, dancing, and of course, lots of music. Mariachis typically march from the plaza to the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe, which is where we went if you caught last week's video, for a giant service honoring the saint, complete with mariachi music. Here at the plaza, the festivities haven't quite kicked off, so we're getting to enjoy a little taste of what makes this plaza special year-round. Countless mariachi groups playing their beautiful music for those of us passing through. Getting to experience this music in one of the main places in the world for mariachi music is such a meaningful experience. And you know what pairs well with mariachi music? Tequila. I think I can confidently say that the liquor I have consumed the most in my life is tequila, having only ever lived in Texas and California, states that border Mexico. Which is making this experience all the more insane as I realize how little I know about the drink. So this is the Museum of Tequila and Mezcal. And if you're like me, you've always heard of Mezcal as smoky tequila. Turns out that is extremely inaccurate. This is a square rectangle situation, and tequila is a type of Mezcal. It's like the way Scotch is a type of whiskey. Mezcals are made from the agave plant, and there are around 200 different types of agave. Tequila can only be made from one type, blue agave. The drinks are made from the heart of the plant, all the leaves are cut off, and what is left is called the agave's piña, which looks a lot like a pineapple. When making tequila, the piña is typically steamed, then distilled. But when making mezcal, traditionally, the piña is cooked in earthen pits lined with lava rocks and filled with wood or charcoal and then distilled, a lot of times in clay pots. And that process is what gives it its smoky flavor. But not all mezcals are smoky or have to be cooked in that way. And the perfect example of that is that tequila is a type of mezcal. We also learned that when you look at the bottle, you can see how long it is aged. So when you see a tequila blanco, it is a new little baby tequila. If you see reposado, it's usually aged from around 2 to 12 months. If you see añejo on the label, it is aged for at least a year. And then there's extra añejo, which means it was aged for a very long time, 3 years or more. Now at the museum, we're tasting a bit of what we just learned. 1 tequila and 1 mezcal and a guide to answer all of our questions. He told us to take a sip, swish it around in our mouths, and blow out the cool air. Then drink the rest in small sips. With most tequilas I've had in the US, this would be painful. But this is delicious and is truly allowing us to taste the flavors in the liquor.
If you like the smoky flavor, always mezcals from Oaxaca. Do not like the smoky flavors, mezcals from the west. Places like Guanajuato, San Luis Potosí. Mezcals from the west cook in brick ovens with steam. What do you prefer, tequila or mezcal?
I like both.
Okay.
Mezcal, tequila.
I think I like the mezcal better too.
I'm gonna take a picture of that so I can remember it.
How often do you get a tequila or a mezcal that was aged with chicken breast?
In the alambique, the destillator, put breast of chicken. The steams of alcohol obtain flavors. And we made liquid alcohol, the flavors of these animals. And this mezcal not for salad, it's ceremonial mezcal. Exist brands, but no, it's really for salad. It's for important parties, important days in the community, or Day of the Dead, Dia de Muertos.
Okay.
The fiesta of Santa Cecilia is going to begin at any minute, so we were about to leave when we realized not only is there a free section in the museum to learn about mariachi, but also on the 3rd floor there is a perfect viewing location to enjoy all the festivities without the crowds.
We got fortunate. We're actually at the top, the terrace of the Tequila Museum, Tequila and Mezcal Museum. And it just happened that the music started playing. We walked over here, had this fantastic view. This is crazy.
The first written evidence of mariachis is in a letter written by a priest in 1852, but it's believed to have begun hundreds of years before. The music is considered a blend of the music of the indigenous people, African slaves, and European settlers. So to this day, it symbolizes unity amongst the entire country. The music began in the rural areas of Mexico, but it was when it traveled to Mexico City that it took over radios, TVs, movies, and with its popularity, evolved to the form that we know it as today. It plays a fundamental role in the culture of Mexico City even now. This plaza opened up in 1850, but it wasn't until around 1921 that it became a hotspot for mariachi. The most famous mariachi band at the time played at a famous saloon located in Garibaldi Plaza, and it became the place to enjoy mariachi music and mezcal from Tequila. It is incredible to think that for 100 years, people have been coming to this plaza to enjoy their tequila and mezcal and listen to mariachi music, just like we did today. Today, out of 4,000 mariachis registered in Garibaldi Plaza, there are only about 50 females, so it is especially cool that we are getting to listen to this all-female group right now. The number has been increasing, and I sure hope it continues because these women are extremely impressive. To finish the night, we headed to one of our absolute favorite dinner spots, Cafe Tacuba. If you come here, order the Tacuba enchiladas, tortilla soup, guava margarita, and thank me later for one of the best meals of your life. We're closing out our day celebrating the Saint of Music with one final performance. It would be the most beautiful music to our ears if we could hit 1,000 subscribers and reach the next level on YouTube. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It has been an absolute pleasure diving into the history and learning so much about two Mexican traditions that I've seen for my entire life. I absolutely encourage you to learn a little more about something random in your life. I will always look at tequila and mariachi with a little more excitement now, and adding that little bit of excitement to everyday life is super cool. You joining us for this video has added some more excitement to our lives, so thank you so much for joining us. Remember to live your own mad adventure, and we'll see you on the next one.